Today I'd like to teach you, through this magic trick that I'm about to show you, a little lesson on forgiveness. So as we all probably know, we have all had friends that have once upon a time done something wrong to us. They've done something that really, really hurts us inside, and God actually calls this thing sin. So I have thought very carefully about a few different kinds of sins that friends might commit. Well, sorry, not commit, don't think commit's the right word to use, but the things that they do wrong against each other, the sins that they do to each other. So one of the biggest ones I think would be lying. So I'm actually just going to write lying on this piece of paper here. So we have got lying, and I'll just show that in the camera to you. Lying. So when a friend actually does a sin against another friend, they might eventually feel very, very bad about it and realise exactly what they have done and how it has hurt their friend, how it's hurt the other person. And so they'll ask the other person for forgiveness. If they were lucky, their friend would be willing to forgive them and just forget about it altogether and never bring it up again. But unfortunately, there are some friends who just can't forgive fully. They maybe forgive for a little bit, but then when they see that friend again, they might want to get revenge and they may not fully forgive their friend, which is what I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. On this piece of paper that I've just written lying on, I'm going to burn this piece of paper, like this. Okay? So we can see all the flames, and I'll just pop it into here so we can see all the flames like that. Okay, and just let it go for a little bit. Okay, as we can see, it's making all little bits of stuff, and all my ash is flying away. But because that piece of paper burnt, it actually left a whole heap of ash, which I'll just show you a little bit in here if I can. It's very difficult to see, but hopefully you can see that there's little bits and pieces here. It's not fully gone. Just like a friend may not be able to fully forgive their other friend, it's not fully gone. But there is one person who forgives anybody of their sins and totally forgets them, and all they need to do is ask. That person's name is God. 3 letters, a very powerful person. So I'm actually going to repeat this magic trick on another piece of paper. So I'm going to write lying again on this piece of paper here. Okay. So we've got lying. Now, it says in the Bible, in Hebrews chapter 10 verse 17, that God actually removes all of our sins if we just ask. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate that with this piece of paper here. I'm going to set this alight just like I did with the other one, and it just totally, completely disappears. And that's exactly what it's like with God. If we know that we've sinned against God, all we need to do is ask Him for forgiveness, and He will gladly forgive us and totally forget that we sinned, and we can continue on with our life. But that doesn't mean that we won't ever sin again. All we need to remember is that whenever we do sin, we can always go to God and He will forgive us of our sins. And so that's just a little lesson for you on forgiveness, and I hope you're able to get something out of that lesson, and you'll be able to understand a little bit more what forgiveness really means. Thank you.
That's very good, Hans. I like that.
I do as well. It's great, isn't it?